It's 4:30 on a Thursday, and we are together again on the porch. Hello, friends. Oh, I ain't done jack shit today besides fold 2 loads of laundry, let the dogs out to pee, feed the chickens, finish some merchandise, and take a nap. That's it. I haven't done anything. I took a shower. Did take a shower. Didn't put my contacts in. I just realized how dirty my glasses are. Lord, you can see the smudges in the camera. It's terrible. So, I was giving my eyes a break. I don't like to wear my contacts all the time. Makes me feel like I'm not giving my eyes a chance to breathe. And then I called my friend Devin, and she's like, I like your hair. And I was like, well, I didn't do it, so thanks. I blow dried it, and then I laid down and took a nap. So, that's why it looks like it is. So, if you're keeping up with news today, Prince Andrew was arrested on his 66th birthday. Happy birthday. Put your hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent. So, anyway, Bill Gates has pulled out of the AI summit in India, the AI Impact Summit or something like that. Anyway, he was supposed to be a keynote speaker, and now he's like, oh, no, I'm on that big list, and that might turn around and go bad for me, so I'm not going to go. I have to say something off the subject. Somebody sent me a message today, and I'm not going to call you out, because that's rude, but they said they really liked watching my videos because I make national news sound like hot tea. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it as a compliment. Ron DeSantis, Florida's governor, did you see he was in Kentucky talking about Kentucky the other day? He was like, I don't really like your old governor because he's, you know, using gender as a weapon and using the state policeman to arrest people who were trying to go to church during COVID. I don't really like that. I'm like, could we have Ron DeSantis? Could we have him run Kentucky? What would it take to not run again? What would it take for him to just not want to be in politics anymore? What would it take for him to, like, let's maybe offer him his own, like, little radio show or something. And maybe they'll get him the hell out of Frankfurt. Anyway, there's a reason I don't live in Kentucky. Bashir is one of the reasons. Just don't like it. I think our state's about 45 years behind everybody. When West Virginia is leading the cause in about 5 different ways ahead of Kentucky, you need to take a look at what the hell's going on. So, anyway, what else was in the news today? On May 17th, 2026, we are rededicating the United States as one nation under God. Don't you miss that or not? Everybody's invited to the National Mall. Everybody's invited to the Capitol. Everybody's invited to come on down to the White House and say, hey, we're going to have prayer, we're going to visit, we're going to fellowship, and we are going to rededicate the United States of America to God. One nation under God. It's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting. Lex Wexner's being deposed. Yay, finally. Finally. Of course, he won't talk. Just like that, who they said was Elaine Maxwell. Why is it that when people get in trouble, their nose changes shapes? Have you noticed that? When some of these big dogs have gotten in trouble and then they take pictures of them again, it's not the same nose. Their nose is completely changed. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's wider, sometimes it's skinnier, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's almost like they're a different person. It's almost like they're a paid actor to stand in for the person that's got in trouble. It's almost like it's a big farce. Anybody else? Anybody else knows that Biden's nose got different after 2019? And that wasn't him, that was the president, that was a paid actor. Does anybody else like want to stand back and go, okay, I'm of the generation that they cloned a sheep. They made a big deal about it. We had to do a science project on it. We had to do a book report on it. They cloned Dolly the ewe. The ewe. And I'm like, why? Well, why do we have to do that? And then they're like, but we're never going to do it again. We cloned this one thing. We made one exactly like it. We're never going to use this technology ever again. Ever again. Never will we need to know how to completely reproduce a living creature the exact same as it was. Ever again. Interesting. I find that interesting. I also find it interesting that for the past 40 years, they've been reporting that stuff going out of the LA harbor has been body parts of little children. And I'm just thinking, like, no one's going to... My friend Amber Ford, also known as Petty Crocker, one of the best conservative conspiracy actualists out there that I know. She showed this video footage from like a 1980s TV report from Los Angeles that there was something wrong. One of these containers, they couldn't get it on the boat and the check didn't clear, so they had to come and tow this container. And they couldn't move the container because it was so heavy, and so they just left it on the trailer, and then they had everybody come down to the dockyard and look in it, and it was all little bitty pieces of little bitty babies. Long about the time that Roe versus Wade came into effect. Part of me thinks, do y'all are pushing so hard for abortions because the people that are running your party are eating them? Ellen DeGeneres is a cannibal. It's in the files. It's there in black and white. It's typed out in words that you can understand. There's pictures to prove it. The woman is a cannibal. I literally am sitting here and thinking, what did Paul Walker know? What did Anne Heche know? What did Anthony Bourdain know? Or Robin Williams? Or Kurt Cobain? Or Princess Diana? Or Michael Jackson? Or Prince? Or, let's say, JFK Jr. Or JFK Sr. Or, what did they know? Hillary looks different because she's evil. I don't know how else plainly to put this to some of you people. Some of the people that you have looked up to and admired and respected for a very long time have been doing incredibly evil and horrific things to children. We've been getting glimpses of it with like Bruce Springsteen's song, I'm on Fire. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? Got a bad desire. That seems like a confession to me. Michael Jackson saying, if you can't afford to feed your baby, then don't have a baby. Want to be starting something? Think he was trying to tell us something. Skinhead, deadhead, everybody gone bad situation, accusation. All I have to say is that really they don't really care about us. As a songwriter, let me tell you something. We tell the truth. Or at least the version of the truth that we know and have been conditioned to know and are trying to share it with the rest of the world. Do you think maybe they was telling us something that we needed to know? And there's something else that's bothering me, and y'all can come at me if you want to. This whole Jelly Roll situation ain't sitting right with me, and it's not really Jelly Roll as much as it is his wife, and here's what my question is. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of power. With power comes money. With money not always comes power, but the two are closely linked and related. She was a high-paid escort in Las Vegas before she found the Lord and Jelly Roll and moved to Nashville, right? Anybody ever thought to maybe check out her former client list? Anybody want to see maybe whose pockets she was dancing in before they got more money than God and took over Nashville under the guise of Jesus Christ? I'm just asking. Have we ever really looked into what's going on? They're making Upchurch look crazy. Feel like there's something there. Y'all think it's just in Hollywood? It's very much in the music business as well. If the Michael Jackson and Prince thing hasn't told you anything, it's very much in the music business as well. And it's not just confined to pop music. It's not just P. Diddy. I want to know what happened to Tupac. I want to know what actually happened to Tupac now. What did he know? Or was Tupac in the way and Biggie was in the way, and that's why P. Diddy just came up through the ranks and made a tribute for him that he stole from Sting and still has to pay $2,000 a day in royalties because he never bothered to ask permission first before he ripped it off? I'll be missing you. Weird. Weird. Truth and art. It's all of them. Guess who it ain't, though? My friend Gretchen Wilson, who I say by full name because some of y'all believe that I don't know her. I do. Just because I raise chickens and live in West Virginia don't mean that I don't know people that are more important than I am. I don't like to brag about it all the time because that's called name dropping. But since I was on the phone with her and this conversation actually happened, I will recount it to you. We were talking about it, and she said a lot of people are canceling shows or not booking shows because they don't know who's going to be on this list. And I said, then you should do a video and be like, I am not on this list in whatsoever form, fashion, or whatever, at all. You want an entertainer that is going to entertain you and not diddle your kids? I feel like the country music industry, the ones that are actually on the up and up, we need to step up and be like, we're not on it. Where do you want us to come play? Hell, you can trust us to play a kid's birthday party. You can't trust some of them. You can trust us to be at Dollywood. You can't trust some of them. You can trust us to be the entertainment for all ages. You can't trust some of them. Well, but I told her, I said, hell, I'd go live and be like, not on the list, still rocking it, still the redneck woman, absolutely slaying it, doing it. I don't know. Everybody said better watch my mouth or else I'll be next. I'll go ahead and say it. My name is Sarah Beth Terry. I'm a country music singer and songwriter. All of this is speculation. I write songs. I tell jokes. I sit on my porch and smoke cigarettes and raise chickens. If you'd like to see me do this in real life, you can see me tomorrow night in Huntington, West Virginia at Bobby G's on 14th Street at 8 p.m. And if you buy a ticket, you're entered into a giveaway to win a guitar that I'm giving away. So, I'm the daughter of a veteran. I'm the wife of a veteran. I'm a sister of a veteran. I'm a granddaughter of a veteran. Speaking of grandchildren, old Reese Cups grandsons, real good and hopping mad. Real good and hopping mad because Hershey, turns out, has been changing the recipe for a long time now and putting vegetable oil in it instead of the real stuff that his papa said to put in Reese Cups. Quit doing stuff. Quit messing with stuff. If it ain't broke. God, did we learn nothing from Cracker Barrel? If it ain't broke, don't change the sign. So, they're a little up in arms about that. There's that to look forward to. I myself, knowing that today is the 19th day of February, I'm looking forward to next week because you guess who's being questioned? Guess who's going before the House Oversight Committee? Guess who's finally being deposed? Bill and Hill. Ha! Hope they have their cells ready at Gitmo, or else maybe they'll do a live treason hearing on live TV. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. More excited about this than I was the Super Bowl. I'm like, what are they going to say? Who are they going to say? Are they going to take down the whole ship, or are they going to plead the fifth? Are they like, I'm going down and I'm taking all of you with me? You're going to jail, and you're going to jail, and you're going to jail. That's a reference to somebody else. Guess who? Anyway. This is the time for grit. This is the time to stand up and say something that means something. This is not the time to follow the crowd. This is the time to stand for something or fall for anything. In the words of Arrington, gonna stand for something. Sorry, mailman. So here's my thought. Say what needs saying. Say what needs saying. We have to be accountable to ourselves, accountable to our neighbors, accountable to our Lord, accountable to our parents, accountable to everybody. Say what needs saying. If they're holding me accountable for every word that comes out of my mouth, say what needs saying. No, I don't think that you should have a boyfriend when you've been married to your husband for 31 years, and it kind of makes me sick to my stomach that you talk about it all the time. Say what needs saying. No, I don't think it's right that you lied to your wife for 35 years and told her that it was illegal to have a military ID when she's allowed on post because your other girlfriend lives there. Say what needs saying. No, I don't think it's right that you had 2 babies out of wedlock and gave them both up to your grandparents, and then you went out and did whatever you wanted to and dropped out of sex colleges and spent all of my grandparents' money. No, say what needs saying. Because all this shit gets swept under the rug and generational curses form and no one says anything and then a bunch of shit happens and then nobody knows what's happening because you didn't say anything. Say what needs saying. So, craziness. Say what needs saying. Amen, Monica. We will not forget Benghazi. They have mentioned Monica more than Benghazi. Have you noticed that? It's weird. It's weird. Tribunals. Hell yes, Charmaine. That's a word we need to bring back. I'm just looking at it go, y'all realize that you're playing closer or near my God to thee and rearranging patio furniture on the Titanic, right? Like, we've already hit the iceberg. Now, you can either find a vest in a boat or you can go down with the ship. But somebody needs to start talking. Now. I've been watching that Nicole B. Arbor. Now, listen, have you watched her? I've been following her for like 10 years on YouTube. She had like all these crazy comedy, like, she's real risque. I love her. She has also went down this crazy rabbit hole in the garden that we're all in and digging. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to her. So I did. I reached out to her, and she called me, or not called me, but texted me today. So I'm looking forward to collabing with her a little bit and see if we can't get some stuff done. But I'm just eager to see what's going to happen in the next week or so with Bill and Hillary being questioned, Lex Wexner's being deposed, DeSantis is after Bashir, which I think is hilarious. Trump's rededicating the United States of America to one nation under God on May 17th. So look forward to that. Mark it on your calendars. We are on the second day of Lent. So what are you giving up? Say what need you say. It's pretty easy. I'm just, my neighbors wandered up on the porch. But I was just saying, say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Because a lot of the things that are being swept under the rug that aren't getting talked about, that aren't, now it's all coming to a head because what's done in the dark has to be brought to the light. And it all probably could have been avoided had one person said, I don't think that we should be taking pictures of 5-year-olds and sending it to an island. Just me. I don't think that we should be doing this. I think that we should look at this. I think that I said something. And it doesn't mean that you get on your TikTok and be like, well, I believe that Jelly Roll is... That's not going to do anything. He doesn't pay attention to you. He don't care about you. You're not on his tax bracket. You're not even on his radar. Hell, I post and ghost. I try to keep up with most of y'all, but half the time, if you're talking shit, I don't even pay attention. Go to what matters. Go in your own family. Call that shit up first. Be your own doge. Be like, I think that we need to get our house straightened up because a lot of people are throwing rocks that live in glass houses. Right? Fix your town. Fix your street. Fix your family. Fix your neighborhood. Then fix your community. Then fix your state. Then fix your region. Charity starts at home. But if you think for 1 second by you picking up a piece of poster board in the middle of the bitter cold of Minneapolis and screaming at a federal officer is going to do anything for your side, we're more lost than I thought. So, in the meantime, you can keep up with all current events on whatever news source and fictional Paraguay that you want to go to. It's fine. But I did like the fact that somebody said that I made the news sound like hot tea. And I was like, it kind of sounds like gossip. But like, did you hear what Trump did? Did you hear? Everybody said this has been going on since the 60s. Baby, this has been going on since we brought the first boat over and landed at Plymouth Rock. This has been going on since the Catholic Church had the Great Schism. This has been going on since they nailed Christ to a cross. Evil has been running amok. It's just now we can see it a little clearer because everybody's talking about it a little more. So this is spiritual warfare. Get right with God or get left. Jesus is one of those people. It's better to know him before you meet him. Little piece of advice. But in the meantime, if you are watching this and you are new to the porch, we welcome you. We'll teach the handshake and the theme song later. I'm going to get off here and get some stuff done for supper since that's coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. I did want to get on here for a second and say hello. And invite you out to the show tomorrow night at Bobby G's in Huntington, West Virginia. We are giving away a guitar with every ticket purchase. We're putting you in the raffle. So you get to be in that raffle. So I'm really excited. It's a really good guitar. I just don't have room for it. So, but if you're looking for a guitar and you're in the Taze Valley region, make sure you stop by Ultimate Pawn and Hurricane and tell Brian that I sent you. He's also got a plethora of jewelry, firearms, and knick-knack tools if you're looking for stuff to just pilfer. So, good place to stop, good place to shop. Ultimate Pawn, Hurricane, West Virginia. So, I was not paid for that. That was just a free publicity. So thank you, Brian. I approve this message. I like to support local business. If you're also over in the Cologne area, we invite you to stop by Dead People's Junk and Stuff, owned by my friend Amber. She's also got a really cute little business over there. All kinds of junk and stuff that you might need for your house that belongs to somebody else who is here no more. Dead People's Junk and Stuff on 60 in Cologne. Also not a paid advertisement, but I think I could write a jingle for him or something. Like, I think that I could do this stuff, I'm making pork tenderloin tonight for supper, green beans, mashed potatoes, macaroni, and cheese. My husband's taking a nap, so I'm going to try not to wake him up until it's done. Well, I love you guys, and I mean that. Keep your Bibles open and your powder dry on your head on the swivel, because people are acting crazy in this day and age. Keep a warm coat or blanket and a bottle of water with you in case you see somebody without. Be nice to old people, animals, and children, and start with yourself, friends. Love Jesus, love your neighbor, and leave the rest up to God. In the meantime, remember, and perhaps the most important of all, book me. I'll come to your neck of the woods. And I'm Sarah Beth Terry, and you're not. Bye.